The Persona 2021 Awards Bracket 4, you know the drill. Don't watch this if you haven't beaten Persona 3, 4, or 5. Major spoilers here, so yeah, let's get started. Oh, first we got Margaret versus Futaba. Okay, Margaret is... she's not my least favorite Velvet Attendant, but it's like there's such a big gap between her and my favorite, which is the twins. Just because I feel Margaret was just kind of boring, you know? Like, I feel like she didn't have much personality to her. She's very monotonous, I feel, and very, like, calm. Very, like, serious a lot of the time. And while I guess you could say she has a sense of humor, for the most part, she's relatively serious. At least compared to most of the characters. And so, I didn't really vibe with her. I didn't find her anything special. She was just kind of there. I feel like I interacted with her the least out of any Velvet Attendant. And so, yeah, no, I don't feel anything crazy about Margaret. Futaba though, oh my goodness, one of my favorite characters. I love Futaba. I think her personality is by far one of the most unique I've ever encountered, ever. Like ever in any video game forever ever. Because I've never seen a gamer girl character, like this is the future, man. Like the fact that we can have these kind of personalities exist in games now is crazy. Like she's super cringe, but in like a good way, right? I really like it comes off as endearing because she's like this little sister character you have, and so she plays that role so well. And so Futaba and Sojiro, speaking of which, have the greatest relationship. I love them. It's so nice to see their kind of relationship build up throughout the course of the game. Like this one point where Sojiro confronts Futaba about getting the calling card. I remember, oh my gosh, I thought shit was gonna go down, but it ended up being a really touching moment. And like essentially their whole confidant, or rather Sojiro's confidant with Futaba at the end, is really touching as well. I think they just make such a good part of the game. I really enjoyed that. It made me feel like part of the family. And so yeah, Futaba is great. She's funny, really broken with her knowledge, right? I think the writers love using her as a convenient plot point. Like, oh, we need some hacking shit? Let's just make Futaba do something crazy, and oh, good to go. So yeah, no, I really like her. Really funny, really cool. She's basically your little sister. And so she wins over Margaret. Maiko versus Theodore. Oh, I don't really know Theodore. I know he's like probably a nice guy, but I at least did Maiko's confidant. I don't even like her confidant that much, but at the same time, Maiko walked so Nanako could fly. Maiko moves on. Next we got Kasumi and Toriumi. Okay, I'm gonna consider Kasumi, not as just only Kasumi, but Sumire as well. They are the same, one and the same, so you know what, like, I'm not gonna just hold the beginning of the game in a vacuum, okay? So let's go with Kasumi first. I really liked Kasumi by the end of the game. The beginning of the game, I didn't really like her. I thought she was really kind of like she tried too hard to be nice and too respectful, and to the point it was overbearing. I didn't like it. I thought she was too much, too extra. But then, bro, when you see all she's gone through, and oh, I can't, like, that, one of the biggest shockers of my life was seeing the Sumire reveal. That was, oh my goodness, no, not even close to seeing that coming. And so, being able to witness that and the like resulting kind of trauma and kind of just growing as a person from it is insane, extraordinarily touching. I really enjoyed that part of the game so much because of her more than anything. And so, yeah, super good character, at least towards the end. While Toriumi, bro, what the hell? She's like your teacher. You're not even boys with her, like, directly, like you were with Kawakami in P5. But, like, indirectly through Maya. And while Maya, in the beginning, was one of the most, like, she was by far my favorite confidant, towards the end, man, she kind of just, she collapsed on herself by being super weird and admitting to going for kids that she's, like, fucking teaching, the 16-year-olds. That was strange and literally destroyed my entire respect and enjoyment of that confidant. So, Kasumi wins this one. Woohoo! Next we got P3 Makoto versus Yukino. I don't know who Yukino is. Makoto moves on. Next we got Yoshida and Chihaya. Oh, two P5 confidants. Okay, so for this one, okay, let's start with Yoshida. Like, the thing is, I don't even have to start with either of them. Both of them were just so boring to me, man. These confidant stories were just so not interesting, so hard to follow. Not even hard to follow, just not interesting to follow. And so based off these, I'm gonna go whoever gave me the most broken confidant abilities, and that was definitely Chihaya. Oh, broken in P5R. So Chihaya is my homie. Goodbye, Yoshida. Next we got Tatsuya and Kazushi. Oh, my boy Kazushi. I don't know who Tatsuya is. So Kazushi moves on. Next we got Makoto versus Nanako, dude. I really like Makoto though. This is not fair. Poor Makoto. Let's give her the respect she deserves. Okay, so Makoto for me in Persona 5 starts off as this character that you despise. She is so annoying. Like, she literally is all over the Phantom Thieves and like literally just this annoying human being that follows you and is there at every corner. I didn't like her at first. But then when you saw more about her and Sai's relationship, I thought it was really tough. Like, you saw where Makoto was coming from. You saw like her point of view, and you were able to step in her shoes, right? Like the shoes she has to fill in for Sai, right? Like this beast-ass older sister that literally has done everything right, has this reputation, and you're related to her. She's the only family you have left. Of course you're gonna want to be in her shoes. And so where the principal trusts her in this position, and you know, Makoto being a student council president, you end up feeling for her because of all this pressure that she has going on. And then when she joins the Phantom Thieves, she just becomes this like central role to the game. She is such a leader. I love that about Makoto. She's so smart. She's so good at calling the shots. But not only that, she's so good at strategizing because she thinks about the things that are happening. She was the one that confirmed that the whole squad, the Phantom Thieves, was being played from the beginning. And so I just think she's brilliant, and I love that leadership aspect of her. I think she's so cool. Her confidant was pretty garbo. I don't give a shit about that. I don't even remember her name. That was so boring, that aspect of her confidant. I really like learning about Makoto and her father, and that was interesting. But everything about her friend, I feel like, they didn't take it in the right direction there. But overall, Makoto is by far one of my favorite characters in Persona series. Let alone Persona 5, man. But then there's Nanako, man. Nanako Dojima is one of the most precious characters, but also one of the most tragic characters I've witnessed in my life. And not only I'm sure everyone who's ever played Persona 4 absolutely adored Nanako. I think what absolutely made me fall in love with her was when she started singing "Every Day's Great" at Your Juness, and that little fucking dance. I melted. So cute. And like when she starts calling you big bro, I think at this point it's solidified. You must protect Nanako at all costs. And throughout the game, she's just this character that is so precious. She's so like mature for her age, but also she's like mature in the sense that like she knows how to do all the fucking laundry. She takes care of herself, lives by herself literally like half the time. But also, she's like this little girl who likes hanging out with friends and like the squad that the MC has. And so you see her throughout so many of the confidant moments as well. So Nanako is just constant presence, not only to you, but the friends as well. Seeing her whole story with Dojima and that like the relationship they have, how deep it is. Oh, and then when they take her and when she fucking dies, or you think she dies, your heart breaks. That's the closest in my life I have ever been to tearing up or crying over a video game. Never have I gotten that close. And Nanako was the one who unlocked that potential. I have so much emotional attachment to Nanako as well because I have a little sister and I can't help but see the similarities. And so for me, Nanako just by far has this absolute, like, I will protect Nanako at all costs, and if that means destroying Makoto in round 1, so be it, baby. Nanako moves on. Next we got Junpei and Yukiko. Okay, hot take. I like Junpei. That's not the take. That's not the take. The hot take is the fact that I don't like him that much. I feel like he's a secondary best bro, right? And like he doesn't really accomplish the role of best bro that well. Because at no point do I feel like Junpei is like my homie. Like he is never tight with me. He's just like any other character in Persona 3 where they have their own thing going on, which is great. And Junpei has one of the best stories by far of doing his own thing. This whole thing with Chidori is absolutely not only precious but very like revealing about Junpei and his thoughts and his whole character development. I love it. But at the same time, I don't feel close to Junpei. He gets mad at the MC so many, like he's a kind of a dick to the MC a lot of the times, and of course like he apologizes, redeems himself a lot, but at the same time I just never feel that tightness with Junpei, and I feel like if his whole role is to be like that best bro character, he doesn't do a very good job of it. Next we got Yukiko, One of my least, like, after playing, when I only played Persona 5 and Persona 4, Yukiko was probably my least favorite character ever. I have never, ever in my life seen a more boring character than Yukiko in the Persona series main squad. By far, super uninteresting. Half her personality was laughing really hard at things. And oh my gosh, it just got so annoying. And while I love the friendship with Chie she has, that's literally her only thing. Like, I only like it because it's Chie. I really like Chie. I don't even like Yukiko, and by association, I like the friendship because Chie is involved. Yukiko does not carry there. I feel like she's just so not interesting. She's not funny. She's not charismatic. She's just there. And so, because she doesn't even play a big role in the game, like, the only thing she has is being, like, the owner of an inn, that I don't like Yuki. She's so lame. I don't like her. Junpei wins this one, but pretty much just because I don't like Yukiko that much. Next we got Futaba versus Maiko. Maiko. She was cute, I guess, but at the same time, it's like her confidant wasn't the best. It was just fucking depressing. Every time I was like, shit, I gotta hang out with Maiko, gotta talk about her divorced parents to a fucking, what, like a 7-year-old? Gosh, I don't want to do this. And then you kind of like, I don't even know. I don't even feel that attached to her by the end. It's just like, all right, Maiko, good luck with your parents. Yeah, no, I didn't like her that much. The only reason I kind of had sympathy for her was she was reminding me of Nanako. But Nanako is like, oh, like I said, bro, they made Maiko so Nanako could fly. No, Futaba wins this easy. Next we got Kasumi versus Makoto from Persona 3. I talked about Kasumi earlier. Let me talk about Makoto. Makoto is my least favorite MC. I think he is he's just so edgy and like it's so cringe. Gosh, his whole like look at him, bro. Come on. Like, okay, I think his growth, I think from the end is, I don't, like, that's a thing, bro. At least from the Persona 3 movie where he has like the most personality, he doesn't even have much of a personality. His personality is edge and asshole. Like, those are the two main things that describe him. He is such a dick to everyone. He's so unempathetic. He literally just, I don't know, man. I don't like him. And I don't think that's the point. I think you're not supposed to. And then he kind of grows to realize he does like everyone. But at the same time, it's like literally, not even exaggerating, 80 to 90% of the story is him not giving a shit about anyone, basically. And so, I don't like him much. He doesn't really stand out to me. The other two were cooler. I think just, yeah, no, man. I think Kasumi's gonna win this one just because I actually liked her. And she had an actual personality and a story. No, I'm gonna go with Kasumi on this one. Makoto was cool. He had that whole thing with the death and stuff, but no, I don't care. It's basically canon at this point for Makoto to die. So he's gonna die now. Goodbye, Makoto. Next we got Chihaya versus Kazushi. So Chihaya stole 100,000 fucking yen from me, gave it back like a few months later, and told me about some cringe cult she got going on. I don't know, man. No, I didn't like Chihaya that much. Kaz, though, my boy, this whole passion he has for his nephew, who is like injured and shit. Oh my gosh, he's a fucking beast. I love his passion. He's so nice, but at the same time, he's kind of dumbass. But I see where he's coming from for being so passionate. Kaz wins this one, man. Kaz, you guys later for round 6, or rather bracket 6. Okay, bye. Versus the man. Nanako wins. Let's just move on. Like I said, I don't even like Junpei that much. While Nanako, I will protect her at all costs. Round 3. Now we got Futaba versus Kasumi, and I think that's like the thing is, I really like Futaba. I think she's so funny. I think she's like a really unique character. Even though, like I said, she's cringe. We know she's cringe, but it's a good cringe. And so I really like her. Meanwhile, Kasumi, for the first like literally 90% of the game, I think she's just, she's too much, man. I don't even like her that much. But then when Sumire comes out, it's really touching and everything. And that whole arc she has is great. But it's really short compared to Futaba's whole thing with Wakaba and Sojiro. She has these two things going on in her life that she has to deal with, as well as becoming part of the Phantom Thieves, and this whole arc she has where she becomes more confident. I love it. I love Futaba. Sorry, Kasumi, but I'm gonna have to go with Futaba for this one. Next, we got Kazushi versus Nanako. Sorry, Kazushi. And now for the grand finals, the two little sisters face off, Futaba versus Nanako. And listen, I've said this so many times, I adore Futaba, think she's hilarious, think she's cool, think she's a good part of the game, I love her arc. Nanako, like, it's not even a question in my mind. Well, I love Nanako. She's so precious. She's not even cringe that Futaba has, even though Futaba's cringe, like I said, is good. Nanako is just pure wholesome energy. I've never felt so attached to a character than I have to Nanako when she died, quote unquote. And so I think, oh, I can't, bro. No. Not easy win, bro. As soon as I saw Nanako's name in this bracket, it was over. Nanako wins. Wahoo! Go Nanako. I'll catch you guys later for round 6, or rather bracket 6. Okay, bye.